chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Still looking, on the move. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Territory, but they only need a few edges, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown in the game, and whooping.
Woo Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Now on the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's talk about Alabama, and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Otis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Send that offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The run to the right. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end getting vertical. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just...
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Complete to the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got enough for the first. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
The Razorbacks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defenses.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the grab. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground. Quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the wideout. Touch pass on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Otis.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Got enough space. down, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him.
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He'll set up to throw. Using the quick game. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Finds the big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Otis. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Looking to get it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're looking to throw on second and short. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Pass to 50. 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Zings it complete to the right. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. Quick strike complete. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket, You can't let them outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an...
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it on the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's complete on the right side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown tie. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. With the catch, it's Little. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Handoff to the single running back. Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That keeps the score Arkansas 56, Alabama 28.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Otis. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence.
Brings it down on the right side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to add another.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Smashes ahead. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period.
42 spot error.
To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers. Maybe
Hauls it in down the sideline. Off to the races to the right. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive. It made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're air.
He's got it at the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going over the top. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Release to the back. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner goes down. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.